Oh man, that's a kind of spooky picture right there. I don't know what this is, but other than that, hey everybody, it's your boy One Cat Rocky. I'm kind of bored right now, so I'm just gonna be making a video because I don't know, just why not? Why not? Live life to the fullest. That's all you gotta do in life. Just live it to the fullest, man. If you haven't checked out my Minecraft survival series, you should, because it's amazing. And I'm just gonna be reacting to some of the spookiest videos that apparently you can't ignore. Like, you actually can't ignore. So let's just begin.
This top 10 has scary videos that you can't afford to ignore. So if you can't
afford to ignore, does it cost money to ignore things now? Because geez, if I had to pay a fee just to ignore my brother bothering me, I would be homeless.
Finish the whole video, don't say I didn't warn you. This terrifying video is every parent's greatest fear.
No, wait!
At 17 seconds, you can see the student is almost over the yellow line when her life is almost permanently changed. I'm so glad everyone's alright.
Personally, I'm not a parent, so I wouldn't really know the fear, but I'd probably be... Stuff like that happened to me so much as a kid, and my mom was so pissed, and I was, like, wondering why she was pissed. But now I'm like, yeah, I understand why you were pissed.
I just hope the parents and her daughter are able to somehow get past this undeniably terrible memory. A YouTube channel called Sanders.
I mean, I don't know, I've had something like that happen to me like 3 times in my total childhood, and I don't really give two shits. I mean, I didn't get hit, so I don't really see a problem. I didn't get hit one bit.
Fam has a bizarre sighting on their Tesla motion tracking equipment that they...
Oh yeah, totally. You just had to put that there. You just had to let them flex on me. Jeez, it's like you know I'm poor.
I think is a paranormal ghost encounter.
What?
The dash icon displays a mysterious figure where none is to be found. Detecting invisible people is something their car has never done before, and is quite an odd coincidence considering their past.
Well, apparently, where'd they just buy? That looks like a graveyard.
Through a cemetery at the time,
yeah.
It accurately detects 2 people a good distance away at 3 minutes and 39 seconds. It keeps happening on the same corner of the same block. The icon of someone riding a bike dashing away from them.
There it is.
They are getting creeped out and wonder what it is. That's when they realize around the corner is the final
Dude, you have a Tesla. Why are you worrying about anything, my guy?
resting place of a YouTuber named Corey Lavery. They talk about him for a while, and then as they drive away,
There's nobody there.
Now he's walking that way.
something walks by his grave. Now that is certainly a strange series of events. Caden Parker meets up
It's not really that scary.
with some friends at a local skate park, and
Like, it's sort of spooky, but like, it's not, I can ignore it easily. I usually just play on my phone whenever me and my friends are just watching something scary and I just get bored halfway through. It's not something that I cannot ignore in all caps.
finds someone much older trying to pick arguments with everyone he sees.
Big man! Who's Big man?
Oh, I've seen these little rip-off videos. You know, these videos where these guys just, like, pay probably some Karen 80-year-olds to just yell at them because they were taking their grandson out or something. I don't know. It's so dumb.
You, right? I'm going for a sleeper.
Dude, come on. Can you just, like, leave us alone? We're just trying to have a good time, enjoying the nice weather. Like,
Who cares? I'm going for a sleeper.
Soon he turns his attention towards
What does a sleeper mean? Maybe it's just a scare thing? I don't know.
Caden and tells him he's going to put him in a submission hold if he comes down from the ramp. By now the skate park has mostly cleared out, so it's just...
I mean, personally, I just probably take my shit and book it, see if he chases me. I don't know.
a face-off between Caden and this angry stranger.
Dude, you have a pink helmet. No wonder this guy's trying to kill you.
Dude, the police are on the way. I hope you know that.
I hope so. I didn't insult
Individual at the
Skate park.
skate park, and he's trying to pick fights with little kids.
All right then. Might as well make it worth it.
Yo, tell him to send an officer ASAP.
An officer shows up right before things get any more out of hand. I really don't think this is a fake video because the officer walks up and puts him in cuffs straight away.
Wow, immediately. Holy shit.
Apparently, he has a long history of doing this and nobody seems to be acting. After he's taken away, the park fills back up with people who are scared away. Caden Parker shows a lot of bravery standing up for them, as well as self-restraint by not stepping forward when challenged. Had this escalated, he could be in as much trouble as the person who is actually in the wrong. He did everything right in my opinion, and is allowed to enjoy the rest of his day peacefully as a result. A YouTube channel called Meet the Vloggers goes exploring a haunted cemetery in the United Kingdom in search of an authentic ghost encounter, and they think they've caught a bizarre moment on tape. After a tight squeeze, the three of them are in, and immediately feel surrounded by negative energy.
First, we've just come into the haunted cemetery, and we're gonna have...
How do you know it's haunted? I mean, if the cemetery is haunted, like a specific one, wouldn't every cemetery just be technically haunted? Probably, right?
Look around, it feels really eerie, like really starting to get dark a lot as well. We're staying here, we're doing exploring, man. This guy doesn't understand what exploring means.
One already wants to head back while there's still
light. Man, why are you being so rude? This dude didn't have to agree to making a video with you, and you're just disrespecting him.
To be had, but is quickly persuaded to stay. Night falls and their unwavering dread reaches peak levels.
100%.
I'm really not. Oh my god, I'm so scared. What?
One of them, Layla, sees something ahead, but nothing is caught on camera. Aside from an empty walkway, no ghost sighting, at least not yet. Little do they know a fourth person is moments away from joining their trio. They take a few steps forward and Layla begins to freak out again. She must have a sixth sense or something, because this time there is frightening paranormal evidence.
This is so creepy.
Come on, man.
Nah, I'm actually bugging.
There's a guy behind us.
A strange and mysterious figure silently approaches them without saying a word. Keep in mind this is after hours, and they themselves had to sneak in through the gate.
At least I think it's a dude. I don't know, I didn't see anything before and then he just popped back in.
So whoever this is, they are not likely a visitor. That leaves a maintenance or security, but if that were the case, then they would have said something to three people trespassing. Night has fallen and they are on their way out when they hear some really scary noises that prompt them to move a little faster.
Do cemeteries close?
Wait, turn off the torch.
Is that a cult?
I don't know.
Is there like a cult there? Cuts to them running, but I can't see shit.
Across from them is a humming, crying noise coming from some kind of candlelit visual that they don't want to investigate. If they did, they might have encountered the scariest ghost sighting.
Like, it just looks like some dude in a tent. That's all I saw. Looks like some dude made of like one of those childish forts with those chairs and blankets.
Ever caught on camera. When I say that I have some really scary leaked photos to show you,
literally,
I'm sure it isn't at all what you had in mind. Visitors at a mausoleum in Alabama were beyond creeped out when they noticed one grave is stained by a greasy substance pooling on the ground. This story got me curious, so I looked up how common this is.
Are like ghosts able to piss or something?
And apparently there's a name for it, casket failure. And it's definitely one of the creepiest things I've ever read. Sometimes customers will upgrade to a premium sealed casket that keeps out air and moisture so that you are, should we say, preserved in good condition for longer than normal. But what can sometimes happen over time is gases from decomposing get trapped and build up until they eventually burst the casket open, along with the person inside. This effect can also happen if the mausoleum grave itself is sealed airtight around the square opening. Back to this Alabama.
That's more gross than creepy. It's like a dead body the dead body's gases turn into liquid. That's disgusting, actually.
Mausoleum in particular,
completely lost my
they
appetite.
analyzed the fluids and found traces of fatty acids that could be from a human or from an animal. My opinion is that looks like it's way too much fluid to be from an animal, and I think it's almost definitely casket failure, but I'm not an expert, so who knows? Outside of their apartment, a husband and wife capture a strange reflection in the window that is too curious to ignore. They grab an infrared camera, and this mysterious, unexplained video is what they've caught on tape.
Oh, fucking looks like an alien.
At the very beginning of this video,
Oh, it does
3
look
seconds
like an
in to be precise, a full zoom does appear to have caught a possibly real ghost sighting on video in greater detail. You can discern a tuft of her white hair, the folds of her robe, her older looking face, and what direction she is facing, theirs. As soon as they turn on the lights for a better look, the figure is gone.
That was bizarre.
Guess so.
Same window. Same window, and there's nothing there now, no matter what I do. Bizarre.
And when he switches the camera back into infrared mode, the mode he first detected the spirit with, it does not return.
There's infrared. Right there.
Well, maybe
I
that
know.
grandma's
Yeah,
camera
right on
shot,
that
man.
side.
You gotta have some respect.
Back to normal. There's just nothing there.
It's almost as if nothing was ever there to begin with, and yet the paranormal evidence caught on camera proves at one point there was. Maybe they were holding something up to the glass to make it reflect this image and took it away, though I don't know what that
That's a good point,
something
too.
would be. Vintage footage recovered from Michigan shows creepy things in the woods, scary stuff that you and I were never meant to see. Things get weird when the family dog begins guarding them and tracking smells. Something out here has had the animal on high alert for the whole time. Whatever it is has apparently gotten close to camp the night before.
Wait, what?
On their final day, they decide to let the dog roam as far as it wants. It tracks a scent deep into the forest where they've caught a scary unknown creature sighting on camera
I can't
that I'm
see
not
shit.
sure they survived. The animal looks
That's
like a bear, but
yeah,
runs like
fucking
something
bear.
completely different. We only get a glimpse of it before
Well,
the
what the-
cameraman runs, but in those scary moments, some say that this is a sighting of the Michigan Dog Man, a legendary humanoid creature lurking in the woods. Dogman or not, it has a pretty good
Like
head
from the
start
comic
on
book
them.
for, like,
This
2-year-olds?
does not look like a warning charge. Therefore, I would not be surprised if this creepy vintage video
Why didn't he
was
run,
found in
like,
the
the
woods
first
many
5
years
seconds? He
later.
just stood there.
This has been freaking out the internet for a long time, and I've seen it all
That's
over
gotta be
the
fake.
place. Everyone seems
Some dude was probably just underwater, made a pose, and they just took a picture.
to regard this as a creepy, unexplained photograph, but I think I might be able to solve it. I think the person simply climbed into the water, laid a piece of plexiglass over the top to create this creepy photograph,
Fuck is
and then
plexiglass?
immediately got out. Do you think this is the
I
answer
do
to
see
this
a kind of, like,
mystery?
glassy line.
This has been circulating for years now, and that's my best guess. A bizarre dashcam video has caught some weird moments on the highway in Puerto Rico. This driver has their door open while going full speed. It looks like they've somehow forgotten to close it until 22 seconds when a hand reaches over to make sure it doesn't fly all the way open during a turn. I guess the door was broken or something, in which case they really should pull over because that is incredibly unsafe. Hopefully they never have to make a sharp turn or else somebody is spilling out onto the road. I've got a challenge for you.
I mean, you could just hold the door shut as much as you can. You must have a weak grip if you can't do that, man.
Since you've made it this far, why
Well,
not
I'm not contributing for any of
Wait,
that.
what was that? What was that? Oh my god, what's that? What is it? It's gone.
Looks like
His
someone had-
skepticism melts when a pale face
Looks like he was like crucified or something. That's all I saw.
regards them from the darkness. As they ask each other what it is, the figure moves away from them and they dare not follow. This creepy video could simply be someone shining a flashlight in their face to create the illusion of a ghost, except for one thing. There are 2 dark holes where the eyes should be. This looks like it could be a black-eyed ghost sighting, as they are known to follow people home after exploring the forest. But the most likely scenario is that this is just a mannequin and nothing more. Whatever it is, it's not a person. And there's just enough room for speculation to make you wonder if the scary stuff in this video is real. Only they know if this was a real ghost video or not.
Well, personally, I'm not really much of a Chills fan. Like, I used to be, but now he's just, like, taking a bunch of not that scary videos, saying that it's so scary that you won't be able to watch it. I think he's just gotten more boring. I don't know, I don't really find him as enjoyable as his older videos. Like, I just don't really care for it. It's nothing that I'm really into, but maybe you are and you just want to see some weird 2-year-old kid react to it. But anyway, thank you for watching the video, and good night.